Hey scholars, welcome back to another video of Teacher XJ's Map of English. Today, as the title and the thumbnail suggests, we are going to be looking through SPM's Kertas model. Okay, just your paper 1 for now. Now, I hope you should know by now that you have 1 hour and 30 minutes, which is a total of 90 minutes to finish up your 40 questions of your paper 1. But today, in this video specifically, we are going to just be looking at part 1, where I'm going to teach you techniques on how to analyze the questions to make sure you score 8 out of 8 in this section. Okay, personally, I feel that paper 1 part 1 section is one of the easier sections to score points in, so please pay attention to this video and pick up the skills that I have for you. Okay, and before we begin, the book that I'm using for today's video is by Pen Asia. It is a Grab A+ Kertas model SPM, in which there are 5 sets of papers, 1, 2, 3, and 4, which I honestly think this book is really good because even though normally in your exams you're not really tested on your listening test or your speaking test, but this book provides you the exercises as well as the sample answers to practice your speaking test. And also, equally as important, your listening test. Okay. Oh, speaking of your English speaking test, Teacher XJ, I have actually prepared a special little booklet for SPM takers, and it will be out soon, hopefully before September, because I'm trying to get it done as soon as possible, but the thing is I have my other jobs and other things going on, but I'm trying. Okay, so this is what the cover looks like. I hope it looks cute and appeal to you all. I like the cover because how colorful it looks and all those things. And yeah, I hope that when it comes out in September, you will support me and get a booklet for yourselves as well. And without further ado, let us just dive into today's discussion, where I'll teach you techniques on how to answer part 1 and score 8 out of 8. Okay, so remember to subscribe to my channel and leave a like and a comment behind, especially if you learn something new from me. Alright, okay, let us proceed. Let's take a look at the first question. Indoor plants help reduce pollution. Studies show that indoor plants can remove as much as 87% of indoor air pollutants. In fact, all plants are capable of removing toxins from the air. Okay, did not know about that. It's an interesting fact for us all. Some household plants are more efficient in filtering out toxins than others. Among them are the spider plant, snake plant, money plant, and corn plant. Everyone is encouraged to grow indoor plants. After all, they are nature's air freshener. Okay, so we'll take a pause right now because I just want to find some pictures to show you what does a spider plant, snake plant, money plant, and corn plant look like. So yeah, these are the pictures. Okay, so now let's continue with the answering of the question. The aim, the purpose of the text above, what is it? Okay, is it to tell you to reduce air pollution so as to conserve the environment? Is it talking about the environment as a whole, or is it just talking about plants? So we all know this one is definitely not the answer because they say environment. But the text above right here, it keeps telling us indoor plants. Okay, yeah, all these names of the plants, indoor plants. Oh, wait, sorry, that's indoor air pollutants. Okay, anyways, it's talking about indoors and plants. Okay, nothing about the environment as a whole. So, where's my eraser? Okay, so that's why we don't consider A as our answer. Okay, let's look at B. Make people aware of the importance of indoor plants. Maybe. Okay, they got the point correct. We are talking about indoor plants. Whether is it talking about the importance, we will see. Okay, alright. Let's see number 3. Choice number 3. Encourage people to grow greens in their house. Okay, number 3 is definitely not the answer. Even though you may be thinking, hey, teacher, green things is talking about plants. Yes, that's correct, but at the same time, it can also mean vegetables. So we encourage people to grow greens in their houses. Most of the time, we are actually talking or telling them or encouraging them. Okay, I really cannot multitask when I write. like I'm trying to like train myself to be able to write and speak and explain at the same time, but I'm still having like a little bit of difficulties doing that, so please be patient with me. Okay, so anyways, when we tell people to grow greens, it's actually telling them to grow vegetables. Okay, also fun fact, a tomato is a vegetable, so that's why boy is the correct answer. Okay, and also why is it the importance? Because they say that, you see, they give us like a great benefit, right? The indoor plants, if we plant them, means they can remove toxins from the air, can protect our lungs, and blah blah blah, all those things. Okay, all right, moving on to number 2, eye health camp. An outreach eye health camp will be held from 9 a.m. to noon on October 21st at ACS Stepping Stone Centre, Balik Pulau. There will be free eye screening for glaucoma and cataract. Please register early. Registration fee is only 10 ringgit per head. Don't miss this golden opportunity. Okay, so I'm gonna put 2 pictures here showing you what's a cataract and what's a glaucoma. So they are basically eye conditions that one might have, especially when one gets older. Okay, cataract is something that is actually very common among the elders and among the old people, by the way. Okay, so let's see what does this question want from us? The outreach eye health camp is held to do what? Promote healthy exercise? It didn't mention exercise at all, so A is not considered as the answer. Encourage outdoor activities. Did it mention? No. Okay, literally the title is health and eyes. Okay, not your entire body's health. Okay, so that's why our answer is C. Okay, so the first tip that I'm going to write down right here for you guys is how do you analyze the question? We check for keywords, okay, or words that appeared, like this one, healthy exercise. It did not tell people to exercise, so that's not the answer. It did not tell people to do outdoor activities, so that's not the answer. So number 1, we must find the keywords, okay, of the text. Okay, and another thing is that we must know, like this one, environment. That's not the keyword, that's not the main point of us reading about this extract, okay? And the second tip I have for you is that you had to do a little bit more reading on your own, because you need to have good vocabulary, okay? So because we have a good vocabulary, we know more words, we will know what grow greens mean. Otherwise, if we don't read that often, we will just assume that this extract just now told us to plant more indoor plants, which wouldn't be wrong. But the assumption was wrong, because in the sentence here, it tells you to grow greens, and that's us growing vegetables. Okay, so that is the first 2 tips I have for you. Keywords and read more to gain more vocabulary, to expand your vocabulary. Okay, let's look at number 3. Visit Penang Hill and enjoy the skywalk. Ooh, how many of you who are subscribed to my channel or who are watching this video right now, you're from Penang? If you're from Penang, come, type it out in the comments for us. So teacher, I'm from Johor. I've been to Penang like last year. Wow, a very, very hot place. And I just sweated a lot when I was there, and I did not enjoy myself. I mean, it was a very nice place. I just didn't enjoy myself because of the weather. Hilltop observation deck accessed by funicular railway, offering scenic views of the city and beyond. Okay, scenic views are those like very beautiful, very breathtaking views. Okay, so I'm gonna insert a picture right here. So if you've been to Penang Hill, you know there's this like special little railway that they would bring you up to the hill, so that's what it is. Okay, it's not called a train, yeah, by the way, but I think normally a lot of people calls it a tram or something, but it's not a tram either. A tram is like on normal grounds, not on hills. Skywalk is located adjacent to the upper station exit at the apex of the hill, approximately 750 meters above sea level. The circumference of the skywalk allows the 360-degree views. Ooh, okay. Is this skywalk a new place? Because I've never been there before. I mean, I've been to Penang Hill, but that was when I was a kid. Not recently though. Okay, so for those of you who have been to Penang Hill recently, you may have come across this place called Skywalk. And wow, with the word circumference, it kind of sounds like we are doing math, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, there's this like little place for you to walk around. Then it's like it allows you to take a look at everything in like a 360-degree ways, okay? Because like if you did math and you pay attention during your math class, you will know what's 360 degrees, okay? You can look at everything. Enjoy the refreshing cool air while you relax. Discounts for children and senior citizens. Senior citizens are usually people who are over the age of 60 years old, okay? 60 and above. Those who participate in the Penang Hill Skywalk will enjoy the following except, okay, so obviously we are going to get scenic views, okay? This one is a no-brainer, so that's not the answer. Exotic food at a discount. Did it mention food at all? No, it did not. Okay, so we know this is the wrong answer. Refreshing cool air. Yes, definitely. Literally, it said it here. Refreshing cool air, scenic view. Okay, oh, sorry. Scenic view is the first point, not the second one. Okay, easy peasy, right? So piece is just a piece of cake for number 3. So let us move on to the 4th one. Wow, it's quite long. Charity Glow Run. In conjunction with National Cancer Survivor Day, a charity event will be organized. The aim of the Charity Glow Run is to create awareness of cancer sufferers and survivors, and also to raise funds for them. Okay, so cancer sufferers are people who are still having cancer. Cancer survivors, on the other hand, are the people who have already beaten cancer and they survived. Alright, so they gave us the date, the venue, the time, the distance, 6 kilometers. Oh my god, I cannot go on this walk or on this run because it will literally kill me. Like Teacher XJ, I'm like in a very, very big need to go and to start and to continue my exercises. But yeah, I've been so busy, but when I'm not busy, I'm lazy. So if you have any tips for me to continue my motivation to exercise, please let me know in the comments below. Okay, let's see. What's next? Upon successful registration, participants will receive the following. Okay, what will we be getting? Glow Run t-shirt, Glow kit, voucher from sponsor, certificate to be given after the run. Okay, yeah, typically they will give us a certificate. Okay, so because this if you notice the time is at 7 p.m. to 11 p.m, so we can't expect runners to run in the dark, and we must give them this like a glow stick or whatnot, so that people can see them running. Okay, so that and someone is in the middle of the night, right? Or not middle of the night, 7 to 11 p.m. Yeah, we want them to be seen. Okay, we want like the other car drivers and the motorcyclists to be able to see them, so that's why we give them like the Glow Run t-shirt and the glow kit, so that we can see people running and not run them over with our vehicles. Okay, number 4. The charity Glow Run is partly is just like maybe 50%. What is like the second purpose, right? Normally when we organize charities, we have a few objectives, we have a few purposes. Like the purpose number 1, to raise fund. Purpose number 2, to get more people to join this society, for example. Okay, but let's see what this charity run partly wants to do. Okay, provide free medical treatment for cancer survivors. It did not mention this, right? It just said it wants to create awareness, so we know that based on this keyword, A is definitely not the answer. Allocate financial assistance to cancer survivors. It just say raise funds, okay, but it did not say that they will give financial assistance. Okay, raise funds, yeah, let's say from this charity glow run, let's say we managed to collect 100,000 in total, but this 100,000 obviously we are gonna give to all the cancer survivors and the cancer sufferers, correct? But when we say allocate means give, by the way. Financial assistance to cancer survivors is not a one-time thing. Okay, it's a monthly thing. You have to do it every month. But this 100k that you raised, okay, from this charity glow run, is just a one-time thing. Okay, so that's why boy is not the answer, because financial assistance is something that happens every month. Okay, so that's why it's called assistance, not donation. Okay, not raise funds and all those things. So that's why our answer is C, is to promote awareness of cancer patients, because some people, they are not really exposed to this kind of education and all those things, and they wouldn't know, and organizing this charity glow run is one of the ways for people to find out, or them to be more aware that there are cancer survivors, there are cancer sufferers, and we all should do something about it. Okay, all right, let's take a look at question 5. We have a dialogue. Andy, have you completed your assignment? My goodness, I can't even see this. No, Aru, I shouldn't have watched last night's telecast. So you see, Andy did not finish his assignment and he is now regretting his actions of watching a TV show last night. Me too. Oh my god, Andy also didn't do. Miss Lim will be very cross with us. Very cross means very angry with us. I hope she will let us pass up our assignment tomorrow. No, she won't be so lenient. Okay, lenient is the antonym of strict. Okay, I'm sure that in schools you all have your strict teachers. You will also have your lenient teachers as well. Okay, some teachers, they want more discipline from their students, and some teachers, they are more relaxed with their students. Okay, let's complete it before school starts. Okay, at least someone is talking sense. I'll try to, but I doubt I can complete it. Okay, that doesn't sound promising, but let's see, what do they have? Both the boys have not completed their assignments and they will try to complete it before school starts. Yes, maybe. Try to ask for more time. Okay, so this one, it did not say this. Okay, this person just said, I hope. Okay, but it didn't say, let's go try and ask Miss Lim to extend the deadline. It didn't say that, so that's why boy wasn't considered as the answer. And C, try to explain to their teacher, did not say that either. Okay, so the main thing that they said is, let's complete it before school starts. So that's why number 5, the answer is A. Okay, number 6, Kuala Lumpur. Okay, so when you see this kind of abstract, what abstract? If you see this kind of extract, EX, it is that starts with a place. It is actually from a newspaper article. I can still remember that I was one of the 300 students from a few schools who had the opportunity to watch the blast off of Malaysia's first Angkasawan into space. Wow. Okay. First, oh my god, I suddenly can't remember what is Angkasawan called in English. Basically, the guy that goes into space, astronaut. Oh my god. The event to showcase the historical moment was held at the Kuala Lumpur Convention Centre. If you guys didn't know, it's KLCC, from 6 p.m. to 11 p.m. Sorry, not 11, to 10 p.m. It aimed to promote interest in space and space exploration among the students. But then, to be honest, don't you guys find space such a fascinating matter? Like, there is many other more planets, possibly many other more universes than just the universe and than just the planet that we're living in. Probably there's like another culture, another different type of living species living in a completely different universe, and we don't even know that they exist, and they don't know that we exist. It's just so fascinating. Okay, the historical moment refers to promoting interest in space among Malaysian students. Is it? Is that the main thing? Must think properly. The presence of students at the convention center. So in this extract, in this context, are the students the main characters? This is my third tip. Okay, you must think, who are the main characters? Okay, who are the main people that we are talking about? Characters. Okay, so obviously it's not the student, it's the astronaut, so boy is not considered as the answer. The historical moment is actually the blast off of Malaysia's first astronaut into space. Okay, this one, it aimed to promote interest in space, blah blah blah. That is like the other purpose, but the main thing, the historical moment. Okay, where does the word historical come from? History, your sejarah. Okay, so the historical moment wasn't to promote interest, because until today, this very day you're watching this video, the government and whatever organization is still trying to promote interest in space among young people. Okay, so that's why A is not the answer. Historical moment is something that will be in your history textbooks, that will be in the country history in the long run and all those things. Okay, so that's my third tip for you. You must think, who are the main characters, or what are the main things, okay, that are being talked about. Okay, let me write this down. What are the main things that are being talked about? Okay, so let's move on to our 7th question. Petaling Jaya. Oh, okay, another newspaper extract. Malaysian holidaymakers may have to cancel their flight to Japan to catch the sakura season. Oh my god, this one just like reminded me, like not too long ago in April this year, I actually went to Korea to watch my or not to watch, to see my first ever sakura. Sakura is called cherry blossom in English, by the way. And they were just beautiful, my goodness. But I was very shocked to find out that there are actually bees among the cherry blossoms, which honestly I don't know why I'm shocked about it, but I'm just scared of insects, so I was really shocked to see some when I was trying to touch the flowers, and low-key died a little inside, but oh well. Okay, luckily did not get stung. Okay, but I heard a few buzzing quite near my ears, and again died a little on the inside. Okay, anyways, they have been advised to defer their travel for the time being. Defer their travel is like delay their travel, especially to countries affected by COVID-19. Oh, no wonder. Okay, travel agencies have been receiving cancellations since February. The agencies as well as airlines are urged to refund fully to those who have paid for their travel arrangements and purchased air tickets. Air tickets are those tickets that you buy to board the aeroplane. Okay, not all travel agents and airlines are prepared to refund the full amount, as they claim that they have incurred heavy losses too. They have also suffered, okay, heavy losses. To be honest, this pandemic, when it happened, it made a lot of people lost their jobs and lost their income, and the economy of the globe wasn't that good. So understandable that airlines didn't really want to refund them, but at the same time, they're a big company and you know, all those things. Not gonna go into that. Alright, number 7. The cancellations of travel arrangements have resulted in losses to the tourists, to the tour agents, or to the targeted countries. Okay, so this one you must think, yeah? The travel arrangements resulted in losses, yes, but to who specifically? Okay, not just the countries. Okay, we can't if we say to the countries, maybe the answer is acceptable, but because they mentioned targeted, the whole world was affected, okay? Not just certain or targeted countries. So that's why C wasn't the answer. That's why I say you must look at certain words, certain vocabularies, because it changes the entire meaning of the choices and all those things. Okay, so does it resulted in losses to the tourists, or does it result losses to the tour agents? It's actually talking about tour agents. Okay, more to tour agents than to tourists, because the whole idea here is talking about tourism. Okay, Cuti Malaysia, if you all don't know what's tourism, Cuti Malaysia is the tourism, the tag that Malaysia is putting out to get more foreigners to come and visit our nation and all those things. Okay, so here it's talking about the tour agents. Okay, you see, travel agencies have been receiving cancellations since February, so because they are the ones who have been receiving the cancellations, so that's why we say that they are the ones who have resulted in losses. If we have picked to the tourists, which is not the answer, it will say that, many in this article, in this passage, it will say something like many tourists have complained that the travel agencies and the airlines that they have booked their tickets to did not refund them fully for their losses. It will say that, but it didn't mention the tourists as the main character. It was the tourism, the travel agencies who are the main characters. So that's why our answer was boy. Okay, so it goes in line with my third point. Okay, my third tip, which is you must figure out who are the main characters and what are the main things that are being talked about. Okay, alright, last question. Caring for the senior citizens. Frequent consumption of medication such as antibiotics causes the good bacteria in our digestive tract to decline. Okay, so like to decrease basically. Okay, older folks, FOLKS, is basically another word for people, bear the greater risk. So this bear right here is not talking about the animal bear. It's more like you shoulder or you are forced to take on, okay, the greater risk. Okay, you are given it but not on your free will, of suffering from digestive complications such as constipation, diarrhea, and irritable bowel syndrome. Okay, constipation is like, certain people, when they don't eat fruits or when they don't eat enough vegetables, they cannot go do number 2 in the toilet. So that's them being constipated. I think a very very easy example, I hope you all know Crayon Shin-chan. His mother is always constipated. Okay, diarrhea is like basically when you have food poisoning and then you are doing number 2 non-stop. Okay, so that's what diarrhea is. And irritable bowel syndrome, this one, if I'm okay, when we talk about bowel BOWEL, it has something to do with our digestive system and whether we can go and do number 2. Okay, so maybe this one is honestly I have no idea what this syndrome is because I'm not in like the medication field, but it's some oh, never mind, later I will leave like an explanation here on the screen. Okay, and I'll pause the video for like a few, and you pause the video, not me lah. You pause the video for a few seconds and read what it is about, okay? Alright, and other major illnesses resulting from a compromised immune system. Okay, so let's see what does this text want. The text above is mainly about, what is the main point? The adverse effects of taking too much medication. Is it talking about too much medication? Maybe. The advantages of taking the right medication. Okay, this one definitely is not the correct answer because if it's about the advantages of taking the right medication, it will say something like, oh, it will improve our health, our bones will be stronger, our minds will be more refreshed. It will say something like that, but it didn't, so that's why it's not talking about the advantages. The pros and cons of taking medication, but it didn't talked about the pros, okay? And some more, what kind of medication? It's not specific enough, okay? That leads to my fourth and last tip, okay? Certain elaboration are not specific enough, so that's why it's not the answer. Okay, it is the adverse effect, the many effects of taking too much medication. And also, how do we know it's too much? Okay, too much is like too many, too often, right? So frequent consumption is you keep eating this thing. Frequent means often, so if you eat something often, you will eat too much of it. So that's why number 8, our answer is A. Okay, so you must see certain words, it will look differently in the text, but generally it will have the same meaning, so you can consider choosing that as your answer. Alright, so we have come to the end of your paper 1 part 1. Okay, so I hope that you have gained some new knowledge from this video explanation, and if you do, leave a like behind, let me know. Okay, and you can even, if you have questions, you can even leave some comments behind so that I can look through and answer your questions. Okay, alright, and remember my 4 tips. Tip number 1, you must find the keywords in the text and see whether the keywords appear again in the one of the 3 choices that has been given to you. Number 2, it's entirely on you. You have to read more in order to expand and gain more vocabulary so that you will come to know certain words means certain things when used in certain sentences, or one word can have more than one meaning. Okay, just like the word bear just now, it's not just the animal, but you can shoulder the problem, bear the problem. And the 3rd tip I have for you is you must analyze what are the main topics, who are the main characters that were being talked about in the extract. Okay, and then my last and not the least important, okay, it's equally as important tip, is you must think whether a sentence or the answer, when it's giving you the choices, did they write words that are specific enough? Like this, the pros and cons of taking medicine. Let's say don't have pros and cons. Okay, let's say they say the cons of taking medicine. It's not specific enough. What kind of medicine? Because the medicine that we are talking here is medicine that has an effect on our digestive system, like the antibiotics and all those things. So we had to be specific. Alright? Okay, so I will end the video right here. I don't want to drag on for too long, but if you have any questions, again, write it down in the comment section. And if you have learned something new, write it down in the comment section as well and let me know. Ooh, and I know that I have not been posting in July. And recently I checked my YouTube subscribers and I am very pleased to be surprised that I reached the 300 subscribers count. Wow. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and I hope that you will continue to learn your English from me, and at the same time help me share my channel, share my videos to your friends, onto your Insta stories and all those things, so that more people can come and watch my channel and we can learn more things and do more discussions together. Okay, so as I'm recording this, we are actually approaching the end of July, and now that I have passed 300 subscribers, which I'm very happy and thankful for, I hope that we can all continue to work together and hopefully reach the 500 subscriber marks by the end of this year. Alright, so that'll be all for today's lesson. I'll see everyone in the next video then. Bye!